Odyssey, Book 1, continued, lines 161 to 226. Athena flies down from Mount Olympus to Ithaca and disguises herself as a merchant, Mentes, of the Taphian people. Telemachus spots him being unattended and goes to him. After greeting him, he takes him aside and offers hospitality and asks if Mentes knows anything of his dad. Odyssey continues. This said, Athena has just spoken, her winged shoes to her feet she tied, formed all of gold and all eternified, that on the round earth or the sea sustained her ravished substance swift as gusts of wind. Then took she her strong lance with steel made keen, great, massive, active, that whole hosts of men though all heroes conquers, if her ire their wrongs inflame, backed by so great a sire. Down from Olympus' top she headlong dived, and swift as thought in Ithaca arrived, close at Ulysses' gates, in whose first course she made her stand, and for her breast support leaned on her iron lance, her form impressed with Mentes' likeness, come as being a guest. There found she those proud wooers that were then set on those ox hides that themselves had slain. Before the gates, and all at dice were playing, to them the heralds and the rest obeying, filled wine and water, some still as they played, and some for solemn supper state purveyed, with porous sponges cleansing tables, served with much rich feast, of which they all carved. God-like Telemachus among them sat, grieved much in mind, and in his heart begat all resentment of his absent sire. How come from far-off parts his spirits would fire with those proud wooers' sight, with slaughter parting their bold concourse, and to himself converting the honors they usurped, his own commanding. In this discourse he first saw Pallas standing. Unbidden entry uprose, and addressed his pace right to her, angry that a guest should stand so long at gate, and coming near, her right hand took in his own her spear, and thus saluted. Grace to your repair, fair guest, your welcome shall be likewise fair. Enter, and cheered with feast, disclosed intent that caused your coming. This said, first he went, and Pallas followed. To a room they came, steep and of state. The javelin of the dame he set against a pillar vast and high, amidst a large and bright kept armory, which was, besides, with woods of lances graced of his grey fathers. In a throne he placed the man-turned goddess, under which was spread a carpet, rich and of deviseful thread. A footstool staying her feet, and by her chair another seat, all garnished wondrous fair. To rest or sleep or in the day he sat, far from the priests of wooers, lest at meat the noise they still made might offend his guest, disturbing him at banquet or at rest, even to his combat with that pride of theirs that kept no noble form in their affairs. And these he set far from them, much the rather to question freely of his absent father. A table fairly polished then was spread, on which a reverend officer set bread, and other servitors all sorts of meat, salads, and flesh, such as their haste could get, served with observance in. And then the sewer poured water from a great and golden ewer, that from their hands to silver cauldron ran. Both washed and seated close, the voiceful man fetched cups of gold, and set by them, and round those cups with wine with all endeavor crowned.